Hello everyone, this is Luis from gonzalezluismusic, and I'm going to make a tutorial about Final Cut Pro 10 and how to edit specifically for video songs, and a lot of tips that I use to make that a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. I'm going to talk about how to use multicam and how to sync audio and video. When I was starting to make video songs, I couldn't find one that specifically addressed some of the stuff that I was looking for in Final Cut Pro 10, so I just figured I'd do it for you guys. I'm going to put a link right here with my YouTube page that I post music videos every couple of weeks. Make sure to also check out videosongs.blog.com. That's the website that I'm making this video for. I'll put a link right here as well. So yeah, here, let me show you. Okay, so first thing we're going to go over is how to make a new event. File, new event, import media. Then once we're here, we go to where our files are stored. So I have them here in my terabyte, external terabyte. Alright, so once I got all my clips selected, I click on import selected. Now make sure this box is checked right here, create proxy media. It's really important. You can push command 9 for shortcut so you can see the background tasks over here. This will show you all the processing that's going on right now in Final Cut. Okay, so the reason why you wanted to click that box of use proxy media is actually it'll create files that your computer can manage a lot better than the actual big 1080p files that you have. So yeah, once you have these proxy files created, you can edit the video a lot better, a lot easier, a lot quicker. Alright, so it finished doing all the processing for those. Let's close that. Now let's create a new project. So click on this plus right here and make sure you select the event where you have all your files. I'm going to name it tutorial as well. Just click OK. Bam. So you got your timeline right here for your project, and here we have all your files. Now go to Final Cut Pro Preferences, and it's very important that you click here, use proxy media. Bam. Okay, that is gonna make it so you're using the files that your computer can handle, as opposed to the full big, several gigs size files if you leave it an original. So just make sure use proxy media is on. And now you can move your cursor along the files, and you can see it's gonna play what the sound is that you recorded from your camera, and also the video. Okay, now when you're previewing your clips, you can do it this way, but the best way to do it is so you move your cursor over a clip, and then using the letters J, K, and L. So J makes the video go back. Let's choose one with sound so you can tell. So you go back. K pauses the video, and L makes it go forward. Let's see, if I push L, it's going forward. If I push L again while it's playing, it'll go quicker. If I push L again, it'll go even quicker. Now same thing for J. So I push J once, it goes slow backwards at regular speed. You push J again, it goes backwards even faster. Push K to pause. Okay, so those three make it a lot easier to look for the part of your clip that you actually need. Let's also import the audio file that I forgot to import earlier. So let's see, import media. I have it on my desktop right here. Import selected to the same one. Cool. Now notice here it appears as the screen thing is the sound. Let's play it a little bit. What a lot of people don't use sometimes, and what is really useful, is using multicam. It's a very nice feature that Final Cut Pro 10 has. Okay, so I'll select all my clips. Cool, I got them all. I'm gonna right click and right there, new multicam clip.
I usually just leave everything in automatic for this. Let's see. Multicam. There we go. Okay, so here's my multicam clip. To open it, I just double click it, and see here I have all my files. Now it's part of one clip. So you can push R if you know where you need your clip from, and then just drag along. Then that way you select the clip that you need. You can select the blade tool, cut right there, A, click, delete. Okay, so click on the sound here so you hear that. Okay, now to align these two, I can push Command plus to zoom in, Command minus to zoom out. Command plus, Command plus. See, so I look for a spot that I know something happens, so listen to the bass line. So then that bam, bam is where I'm going to look for the clip and align it to these waves right here. So, see, so I take that sound off. So it happens right about here. So I click right there, the blade tool, delete this one, and I just drag that. Okay, let's see how it's looking. Playing with the music. So notice there the video is kind of ahead of what the song is. Let's play that again so you can notice. So to move it backwards, what I can do is, sure, I can select the P for position and drag it to the right very carefully. Or what I can also do, there's a tool, well, what you can do is called nudge. So using period or comma, you can move a clip right with period, just one frame, or move to the left, just one frame by pushing comma. See, so I'm moving with the position tool, and I'm dragging to the left of the clip. Just right here on the top, I click and I drag. Okay, let's move this back here. See, so there the video is a little slow, so we'll move it ahead a couple. Try it again. Okay, so there we're getting very close. Notice when we're playing, the video is still kind of slow, so keep nudging a little to the left a couple times. Okay, so it looks about right. There you go. So this clip is a line. Okay, so we can just hover our cursor over the left hand and drag it to where it starts right there. Notice when I was dragging, it kind of snaps right there. It snaps into place and this yellow line appears. That is because we have snapping on. If we don't have that, it doesn't snap to anything. So you can drag to wherever you want. But in this case, I do want snapping because I want it to start exactly where the track starts. And since I don't want the clip to keep going past the music, I can come right here and drag from here all the way to where the music ends. Notice there's the snapping again. So if we play this, since this screen is selected and this sound is selected, cool. And you just keep doing that with all your clips. But you'll see that this process takes a lot of time, but then once you have it done, it is cake to edit. To make edits, it is the quickest possible way. All right, so there you go. I finished making all the clips so they would align with the audio I have. And the nice thing about that is that I only need to do that once per clip. You know, when I create the multicam, I create this multicam clip with the whole track. So I'd have one long bass track right here and go all the way across. So I need to align the this bass angle once. I need to align this keyboard angle once, this once. So then once I have them aligned, I can do the cuts and edits really quick without having to align every single cut. Let's push Shift Command 7. Okay, that's gonna open. Okay, and here under settings you can choose how many angles you can see. You can have up to 16 different angles. The way you create another one, for example, if you forgot to add a clip in there, you can just click on this down arrow right here, go add angle. Cool, there you have another space for an angle. So you can just click, for example, here. Well, I forgot to add this clip here, so I click and drag right there, and I can drop it right there if I needed to. Or I can, you know, the same old thing. So I can say where I need the clip that I need starts. Push I, then play until I need it till there. Pause with K, O, ends the clip right there, and I drag just that bit. Okay, then I have this part right here. And I can always just click here to delete the angle as well if I don't need it. To go back to the timeline you're receiving, click this back button right here. Sends you back to the timeline. Notice all the changes you just did are in this multicam clip. If you double click there, see, you have everything you did right here. So Shift Z makes it so it fits the whole screen. So again, click here, go back to the timeline, and then I'm gonna I can either drag this to add it to a timeline, or there's a few other tools. I can insert it by pushing W or E. In this situation, both would do the same. So click here, W, it adds it there. Or let's see, delete that. Here, E, it adds it there. Okay, so now when we play back, see, we're not hearing the track, and we're only seeing the bass clip. See, notice right here, that's what's selected. So the yellow means both video and audio are being selected. But let's see, so when you are here, you push home, the home key on your keyboard takes you to the beginning of the video. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click, so I'm editing just the audio. If I click here, it makes a change in this multicam clip. So it is now, for this, is now playing what I actually wanted to. Okay, now I don't want a bass clip throughout the whole clip, because I mean that defeats the purpose of why I have multicam. So let's say at the beginning of it I want to see keyboard. So okay, let's zoom in, Command plus. So first of all, this clip starts very soon, so I'm just gonna, with the select tool A, I'll drag it so it starts right about there. Okay, and then when I'm here, I'm gonna, let's see, what clip do I want? I want this keyboard one. So I'm gonna go push home, click right here. Oh, see, I need to change it. If I click here and then here without changing anything, it's gonna move the audio. If I click here, then click right here for so you're controlling just the video. Then when you cut here, it's gonna see, you notice it changed the whole video and it left the song. And then if I click here, you know it's editing both at the same time, the audio and the video. So make sure the audio you already did, you want this clip throughout the whole thing, that's your track. Now we're using the video to edit, to make all the cuts. Okay, so, and we can do this in real time. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna push spacebar, and literally all I'm gonna do is click on these clips right here, and it's gonna make all the edits for me. So let's push play. See? Wasn't that awesome? Now let's play back this. Great. Now, if you want to change something, you can. It's very easy. You don't have to do it on the fly like that. Like, you can do it with more patience if you like. For example, this cut right here. Let's say I wanted the drums to be a little earlier. So what I do is I click T, which is the trim tool. And this allows me to, if I hover right here, you can see right there. I can click and drag this, and it won't affect anything except where it cuts between the clips. So I can play from here, and it's still aligned. It's still all synced. And for example, let's say there's too much bass in this part. I want this another cut to happen right here in the middle. So see, it's too much right there. So I want to cut right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right there, right here on the timeline, and I'm just going to manually click right here. Bam. So clicking right there is going to make a cut right there. You see the drums are now there. Now let's say instead of bass right here, since I have it later on, I wanted to have more glockenspiel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the select tool, choose the select tool, by pushing A, click on this, and see if I'm here and I just click on the glockenspiel, it's going to make a cut right here. So what I want to do is I want to hold down the Option key. And see, now I have a little hand. When I let go of the Option key, I have a blade. So holding down Option key, I click on this, and it replaces that bass clip with that glockenspiel that I wanted. Let's see. It's very simple. You can edit. Oh man, so much quicker. Once you align all the clips, it's just a matter of seeing, oh, I want this to move this edit. Select the trim tool, move it here. I want to add another cut right here. Just click there, click this one. It's going to cut on the guitar. Okay, so that is a multicam. That's why I always use it now. When I found out about it and how it worked, and I got used to like aligning the clips, you can get really quick aligning the clips and making them sync. And you just have to keep your clips very organized before you start importing them into Final Cut and everything. Just write notes down of what take you're actually using from what recording to make sure it all matches. Okay, for example, if you want to make one of those like Pomplamoose does, that it's you have two clips in the screen at the same time, so you're not just having one and cutting, a one and cutting, a one and cutting. You want to have, for example, half you want to see the screen with the drummer and the other half with the bass. I don't know. So what you're actually gonna do is create what is called a compound clip. Let's do it with both angles of the glockenspiel. There we go. So I'm going to click here, select that glockenspiel, and I know that, let's see, where does the chorus start? I recognize where it starts. Okay, so pause, go back with J. Pause. So there is my in. So that one, and let's go to the other clip. And notice even if I clip here, this stays selected. So I can just click there and it doesn't lose where I put the in point. So now this one I'm going to do the same thing. So there you go. While I have that one selected, I push Command, I leave it pushed, click on this one as well. Now both are selected. I right click one of them and click on New Compound Clip. How am I gonna name it? Split Glockenspiel. There we go. So now, notice in this split Glockenspiel, it's not split yet. It's just playing one of them. So what I'm gonna do again, like the multicam clip, to actually open it and edit it, I double click it, and it's gonna open it here. Notice, push back to go to the timeline, or I can double click my my compound clip to go in it. So what I do to do that effect that we were talking about is I click this one, and with my select tool, drag it on top, and then again I sync them. I want to sync them, so I zoom in with Command plus, and I use the sound waves a lot to sync things. And okay, another thing with the trim tool that is very nice, I can select the trim tool with the pushing T. So here A, T, and I can, right in the middle of the clip, I can drag it inside the limits, inside the borders. So I'm gonna make that match perfectly right there, dragging a little bit more. Okay, but notice, can't do that if this doesn't have any more give. So I drag this a little bit, and now I can drag. See, so easily. With the select tool, I click it. Now here, and the inspector box, which you can open by clicking this, or not. And let's close this window here by pushing Shift Command 7, because we're not dealing with the multi-clip right now. So while I have this selected, I can make this, for example, with the, see, I can move it to the left or to the right. With that, you can type in the amount you want, or you can also click right here. You have the transform, which lets you move, crop, which crops the video, obviously. So transform lets you move it around. So I want it, let's see, what I actually want to do is I want to make it a little bigger. Then I'm gonna trim the right till right about there, and then I'm gonna select this other clip down here, and I'm gonna drag it a little to the right. I'm gonna scale a little big as well, and see if you do that, it does that. So we don't want to do that. So Command Z undoes what you did, and I just want to crop from the left, crop. There you go. So now if I start playing from here, so you hear the audio from these. So you want to just, in that black line that you see right there, just click and drag all the way down. It's going to make them quiet. Now you won't even, those are now split like that, and I go back, and whatever I edited on the compound clip, it's still gonna stay there. Double click, it's gonna open back, it's gonna send me back. So you're finished with everything, everything matches, it is how you like. It all plays really nice. So what you're gonna do is go Final Cut, Preferences. Now click on Use Original Media. Okay, that's gonna make it so you're using the actual files instead of the ones we created at the beginning to be able to work with your files easily. And now that it's actually playing in high definition, now we're gonna click right here and click on Master File. Okay, you're gonna go to Settings, and so Format, Video and Audio, Video Codec. If you're gonna be uploading it to YouTube, I would just select H.264. It's very compatible. It's not huge. See, this file right here is gonna be 26 megabytes. If I use like ProRes, 170 megabytes for this little like 11-second clip or whatever. So just H.264, click next. So I'm gonna go, where do I want it to export it? Click on this right here, finalize videos, tutorial, and save. So again, push Command 9. It's gonna open this right here. You can see it is exporting it. All right, so there you go. So we have our file now. It's a QuickTime movie. So yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment. I'll try to answer it if I know how to do it. I'm not an expert, but and again, make sure to check my music out at youtube.com/gonzalezluismusic, and to go to videosongs.com for other how to make video songs and just some awesome interviews with like Jack Conte, Natalie Down from Pamplemousse, and a lot of other people and good musicians on there. So yeah, have a great day.